AITA for not wanting to be around my partner's brother anymore? Trigger warning: gaslighting, grooming, sexual harassment, domestic violence, emotional and physical abuse, murder threats, victim blaming, mention of homophobia. We're all male. My partner and I are gay. His younger brother is straight. They are very close and his brother spends a lot of time at our house or we at his. We've been together for 8 years but I've known them for longer. I always got along with his brother but for some time he's been acting weird. At first I didn't really notice anything. A little over a year ago he started touching me more. Nothing inappropriate but almost every time he's close to me. If I'm walking by he'd pull me to his side or he'd start playing with my hair. Lately he also started pulling me into his lap or coming up behind me and putting his arms around me. He also sometimes makes comments about how I look. I know that none of this is really a big deal or anything that could be called inappropriate but sometimes it makes me uncomfortable. I brought it up to my partner but he said he didn't notice anything and that I could just be overreacting. I thought he could be right because I'm close to finishing uni so I'm more stressed than usual. I had brushed it off until 2 days ago. My laptop broke down while I was trying to finish an important paper and my partner had his at work with him. I asked his brother if I could borrow his laptop and he came by to drop it off. I finished the paper yesterday evening and downloaded it. I somehow messed up and accidentally put it in some random folder. I had titled it, my name title of paper, so I typed my name in the search bar. My paper did show up but there was also another folder with my name on it. I know this will probably make me the asshole to a lot of people but I was curious so I opened it. It was filled with pictures. Most of them were pictures we took over the years with me and other people in it but a few of them made me feel sick. Most of the pictures were harmless but between the normal pictures there would be some of me sleeping or changing. Some were just me playing with my dog but taken from a strange angle that made it seem like someone was trying to take a picture without being noticed. I had to stop looking because my hands started shaking and I felt like I couldn't breathe. My partner came home shortly after and I showed him what I found. I told him I don't want his brother around me anymore. I won't keep them from seeing each other but I didn't want to be there for it. He looked at me like I'm insane. He tried to calm me down but wouldn't listen to what I said. He just kept repeating that I should stop being so childish and that none of what I was saying was a reason for me to not want him around. He said I shouldn't have found those pictures anyway and that I should know better than to snoop through other people's things. I didn't really know what else to say because he kept talking over me and trying to twist my words. I slept in the guest bedroom and haven't seen him before he went to work. He'll be home soon and I know he'll expect an apology for how I acted but I still feel sick thinking about it. Did I really overreact? Edit. When my partner came home we had another talk. I see now that I was making a big deal out of nothing. My partner explained that he knew about the pictures and had taken some of them himself. He tried to explain it to me yesterday but I was too hysteric to understand what he was saying. I'm sorry for wasting your time. Comment. Your partner is gaslighting you. You are not being hysterical, there is no reason your partner's brother should have a folder with pics of you sleeping. And he shouldn't be touching you like that. The whole situation is really, really wrong and your partner is manipulating you into thinking it's okay. I was just being stupid. If my partner agrees that his brother can have the pictures it's not my place to deny it to him. I should have listened to him from the beginning. I'm sorry. Comment. But they're pictures of you. You didn't even know they existed. I wasn't supposed to know about them. If I hadn't snooped through his private folders this wouldn't have happened. I shouldn't have caused so much trouble. Comment. Little brother is not straight and is creeping on you. If it were just the pictures, I'd have said something similar to someone else's comments, then since you were already snooping it would make sense to quickly see if he's got folders with pictures of other family members. But there's playing with your hair, being all touchy-feely, complimenting your looks. No matter what sex and orientation, if I wasn't in a relationship with someone I wouldn't put my arms around them unless they were offering a hug, and I definitely wouldn't play with their hair. Maybe I put too much importance on that, I'm sorry. He used to do that when I first lived with them in a kind of teasing way, but when I got older he stopped until some time ago. Comment. I know that none of this is really a big deal or anything that could be called inappropriate. In what world is what you said appropriate behavior towards someone else's boyfriend? It's not, and whoever said it was is dead wrong. Your partner is blind and weirdly too okay with this going on between you and his brother, especially after expressing your discomfort. I can't believe your partner is dismissing you for having a problem with his brother's weird obsession. He gaslit the fuck out of you when you were freaked out and trying to explain yourself and twisted it to make you feel guilty and in the wrong. I'd get away from them both ASAP. I moved in with them before my partner and I started dating. He used to do things like that all the time when I was younger so it's not really something unsuitable. I didn't even realize he'd started doing it again at first. It kind of feels different now but that could just be me being dramatic. Comment. You keep saying the situation isn't what you thought. So then, what is the situation? What did your partner explain to you that makes this all okay? He explained that he knew about the pictures and that he doesn't have a problem with it. He also took some of them and gave them to his brother. That means he doesn't have a problem with it. If he agrees with it, then I don't have the right to deny him. Comment. So he may have also given him permission to grope you without your consent. No one has the right to decide for you who can have your photos or anything else. These two brothers are perverts and you are their victim. Op. My partner took the pictures so he can decide who he wants to give them to. I'm not a victim. I was being stupid and blew this out of proportions. Info, how old are you? Op. I'm 26. Comment. You said you lived with them 10 years ago. Did you move in when you were 16? Also, how old are your partner and his brother Star? Op. I came out to my parents when I was 17 and they kicked me out. I've known my partner and his brother for a long time, so I moved in with them. How old were they when you moved in with them, OP? I ask because you mention elsewhere that they built the house 20 years ago, and it's setting off alarm bells a little, in that it seems that they were both very interested in you when you came to them for shelter at 17, going by how long you and your partner have been together and your age in the photos. Info, how old is your partner and his brother? Op. My partner is 41 and his brother is 37. I've known them since I was 10-11, so I didn't think it was important. I talked to my partner yesterday and it turns out the situation is different than what I thought. I see now that I was making a big deal out of nothing. My partner explained that he knew about the pictures and had taken some of them himself. He tried to explain it to me yesterday, but I was too hysteric to understand what he was saying. So you were 18 and he was 33 when you started dating? And he's known you since you were 10 to 11. You weren't making a big deal out of nothing. It made you uncomfortable. Just BC he is comfortable with it does not mean your discomfort is invalid. Your emotions are valid and worth more than you are giving them credit. His feelings are not worth more than your own, even though he's helped you so much. I'm so sorry you are in this position. I wish you all the best. Update. When I made this post I fully expected to be told that I was in the wrong and to stop turning it into such a big issue. Your positive response was a bit overwhelming and I'm sorry if I offended anyone with my responses. My partner ended up seeing the post and he wasn't happy about it. He made me delete the account and punished me for making him look bad in front of strangers. It took me until this morning for your words to truly sink in, so I just accepted it. I'm currently in the hospital after I had to beg him to go. I had surgery immediately and will be released tomorrow. I won't go back to him. He basically confirmed everything you said, but I was too stupid to realize it. After punishing me he literally said, "This time you're lucky, next time I'll kill you." I have a friend at uni that my partner doesn't know about. He'll pick me up and help me get my important things from my partner's house while he's at work. I'll also be staying with him for a while. I'm still scared that he'll somehow find out, but even if that happens I'll have somebody with me.